You're already familiar with Bloom's taxonomy, a framework that helps us identify the type of thinking we want students to engage in, from remembering to creating. But Bloom's doesn't tell us how well students are engaging in that thinking or how deeply they understand and can apply the knowledge. That's where SOLO's taxonomy comes in. SOLO stands for Structure of the Observed Learning Outcome. It's a model that describes how a student's understanding grows in complexity, from surface-level knowledge to deep learning that can be applied in new and abstract ways. SOLO helps us answer two important questions when designing assessments and outcomes. How deep is the student's understanding? Can they apply that understanding in new context? By using SOLO, we can better structure assessments that move students from basic tasks to complex, meaningful learning. Let's look at how SOLO works through a familiar example, learning to ride a bike. At the pre-structural level, the learner has no understanding of what a bike is or how it works. Imagine a young child sitting on a tricycle for the very first time. They don't know what it is. They don't know what to do with it. There's no connection between them and the task. That's pre-structural. At the unistructural level, they learn one thing about the bike. They figure out that pedaling makes the bike move forward. It's a simple, single piece of knowledge, but it's disconnected from the broader understanding. As they practice, they move to the multi-structural level. They now understand they need to pedal, balance, and steer. They're focusing on multiple parts of skills, but they're still thinking about each of these parts separately. They may be able to ride, but it's still clunky, and they wobble at times. Then, with more experience, they reach the relational level. At this stage, everything comes together. They can pedal, steer, and balance automatically without having to think about it. They've integrated these skills smoothly and can now adjust instinctively, leaning into corners, braking at the right time. They have a competent, connected understanding of how to ride a bike. But they can still go beyond this. At the extended abstract level, they take their understanding and apply it in new and abstract ways. They might learn to ride a mountain bike on rough terrain or switch to a motorcycle. Or they might teach someone else how to ride. They are generalizing and adapting their understanding to new and different situations. That's the power of SOLO. It helps us think about how students' understanding deepens over time, moving from surface knowledge to integrated competence, and finally to abstract transferable knowledge that they can apply beyond the classroom. When we combine this with Bloom's taxonomy, we can design learning outcomes and assessments that don't just ask students to create, but push them towards extended abstract thinking where they are innovators, problem solvers, and leaders in their industry. The goal isn't just to have students know what to do, but to have them understand why, apply it in new contexts, and even teach and lead others with this knowledge. That's where real learning happens.